What if I told you that the technology you use every day, the products you buy, and even the power grids that light up your city are controlled by just a handful of families? These are not faceless corporations or anonymous billionaires. They are dynasties with roots that go back decades. Families whose influence spans continents and industries. Take the Ambanis of India, for example. Their company, Reliance, isn't just a business. It's an empire that touches the lives of over 1 billion people through telecommunications, retail, and energy. Or consider the Lee family of South Korea, the architects of Samsung, whose chips and displays are embedded in nearly every modern gadget. And then there's Jack Ma, whose creation of Alibaba has not only reshaped commerce in China, but has also altered the global retail and logistics landscape. But here's the twist. These families didn't just inherit their wealth. They built their power through relentless ambition, strategic risks, and, in some cases, controversies that the public barely knows about. Did you know that Mukesh Ambani's rise was marked by legal battles with his own brother? Or that the Lee family has faced international scandals over corruption? And what about the mysterious disappearance of Jack Ma after his open criticism of Chinese financial regulators? What makes these families so compelling isn't just their wealth, it's the sheer scale of their influence. They decide what technologies will shape the future, where investments will flow, and even how governments will regulate industries. Their decisions don't just affect their countries, they ripple across the entire globe. So, who are these families really? How did they rise to such unimaginable power? And most importantly, what does their control mean for the rest of us? Stay tuned, because the answers might shock you, and the truth behind their empires is more intricate, ambitious, and controversial than you could ever imagine. Asia's richest families are more than just wealthy individuals. They are the architects of industries, shaping economies and influencing global trends. At the forefront is the Ambani family of India. Mukesh Ambani, with a net worth of over $90 billion, leads Reliance Industries, a conglomerate spanning telecommunications, retail, and energy. Under Mukesh's leadership, Reliance transformed from a textile company into one of the most valuable firms in Asia, with Jio alone revolutionizing digital access for over 400 million Indians. Then there's South Korea's Lee family, whose story is intertwined with the rise of Samsung Group. Founded by Lee Byung-chul in 1938, Samsung began as a trading company, but grew into a tech powerhouse under his son, Lee Kun-hee. Today, Samsung's semiconductors, smartphones, and appliances dominate global markets, with revenues of over $230 billion annually, accounting for a staggering 20% of South Korea's GDP. In China, the Ma family, led by Jack Ma, became synonymous with the tech revolution. Though Jack Ma is not from a traditional dynasty, his creation of Alibaba Group in 1999 redefined e-commerce, cloud computing, and AI innovation. Alibaba's platforms like Taobao and Tmall now serve over 800 million users, while its annual Singles Day sale generates record-breaking revenues, surpassing $84 billion in 2021. Each family shares common traits: a vision for the future, the ability to adapt to market demands, and the resilience to weather economic and political challenges. They have created multi-generational legacies that influence not just their home countries, but the global economy at large. These families are at the helm of industries that shape the modern world. Take the Ambanis, who dominate oil refining, telecommunications, and retail. Reliance operates the world's largest oil refinery in Jamnagar, India, producing over 1.2 million barrels per day. But their most significant disruption came in 2016 with the launch of Jio, which democratized internet access in India by offering affordable 4G services. This move not only connected millions, but also spurred innovation across sectors like fintech, edtech, and e-commerce. In South Korea, the Lees command an empire that goes far beyond smartphones. Samsung is the world's largest producer of memory chips, a critical component in devices from iPhones to gaming consoles. Their technological dominance extends to home appliances, TVs, and even shipbuilding, with Samsung Heavy Industries playing a vital role in global trade. The family's ventures in biopharmaceuticals and construction, including the Burj Khalifa, highlight their ability to diversify and thrive. Meanwhile, in China, the Ma family has reshaped global commerce through Alibaba. Their platforms, including AliExpress, have created a bridge between Chinese manufacturers and international consumers. Beyond e-commerce, Alibaba leads in cloud computing, with services like Alibaba Cloud competing with global giants like Amazon Web Services. Their investments in artificial intelligence and logistics are setting benchmarks for innovation in global trade. What sets these families apart is their ability to dominate essential industries while continuously expanding their reach. From energy to technology and retail, their businesses are deeply embedded in the lives of billions, making them indispensable to the global economy. The ascent of Asia's richest families is rooted in pivotal moments in history. For the Ambanis, it began in 1958 when Dhirubhai Ambani returned to India after working as a gas station attendant in Yemen. He founded Reliance as a small textile trading company, but by the 1980s, his innovative strategies, like issuing public shares, turned it into a petrochemical giant. When Mukesh Ambani took over in 2002, he pivoted the company toward telecom and digital services, making Reliance Industries a tech-forward conglomerate. In South Korea, the Lee family's rise began during the Japanese occupation in the 1930s, when Lee Byung-chul established Samsung. Post-World War II, Samsung diversified into textiles and sugar, but shifted to electronics during South Korea's industrialization in the 1960s. Under Lee Kun-hee, who became chairman in 1987, Samsung adopted a culture of innovation, leading to breakthroughs in consumer technology and semiconductors by the 1990s. China's tech dynasties emerged during the country's economic liberalization in the 1990s. Jack Ma founded Alibaba in 1999, starting with just $60,000 and a vision for empowering small businesses. By the 2010s, Alibaba had become the backbone of China's e-commerce and a global leader in technology, with its 2014 IPO raising $25 billion, the largest in history at the time. These families rose to power by seizing opportunities during times of transformation. Whether it was India's liberalization, South Korea's post-war reconstruction, or China's digital revolution, their success is a testament to timing, adaptability, and strategic vision. The global influence of these families is undeniable. The Ambanis, for instance, have attracted over $20 billion in investments from companies like Google and Facebook, reinforcing their role in shaping India's digital future. Reliance's venture into green energy, including plans to build the world's largest solar plant, could redefine global renewable energy markets. Samsung, under the Lee family, is critical to the global tech ecosystem. Their semiconductors power essential products from Apple, Sony, and Tesla. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Samsung's chip manufacturing capabilities helped stabilize industries dependent on technology, underscoring their indispensability. The Ma family, through Alibaba, has created a global retail ecosystem that connects manufacturers in China with businesses worldwide. Alibaba's investments in AI, logistics, and fintech are reshaping how goods and services flow across borders. Their influence extends to global supply chains, small business growth, and even technological innovation in fields like autonomous delivery systems. Beyond economic power, these families are cultural ambassadors. The Ambanis Geo has brought millions of Indians online, empowering grassroots movements and digital education. Samsung's sponsorship of global events like the Olympics projects South Korea's cultural influence worldwide. These families are not just economic players. They are shaping the future of technology, culture, and geopolitics. The story of Asia's richest families is a testament to vision, resilience, and the ability to shape the future. From the Ambanis revolutionizing telecommunications to the Lees driving technological innovation and the Ma's reshaping global commerce, these dynasties are rewriting the rules of business and industry. But their power also raises questions. Are they driving progress or consolidating too much influence? Critics point to their monopolistic practices, environmental impact, and political ties, sparking debates about the ethics of such concentrated power. So, the next time you use a smartphone, shop online, or marvel at a tech breakthrough, remember the families behind the scenes. Their empires influence not just markets but the very way we live our lives. What do you think? Should these families be celebrated for their achievements or scrutinized for their dominance?